Alright, to begin with, I'm gonna throw out a spoiler warning, as the footage is from the last boss fight, so if you want to play this at some point, although I'm not really sure why you would, you may want to just stick to listening instead of to watching it. Now that that is out of the way, oh boy, what a mess this is. I've been trying to come up with positive things to say about this game, but I can't find any. You see, there are two game modes, story and battle mode. The latter is bloody pointless though, as most of the characters are locked until after you finish the story, or need to be bought from the store with in-game currency, which you get by doing the story. I really sometimes wonder who comes up with those ideas that are utter nonsense. Anyway, in story mode, you can pick up to 4 characters and have a combined total of 4 lives. Each level is divided from 3 to 5 separate parts, and completing a part basically yields a checkpoint. Each character, none of them are voiced by the way, has a special attack that fills up after doing enough damage to enemies. But again, someone from the development team couldn't be bothered to do actual work and just skip the balancing process of the characters. There are a bunch that are just way more powerful than others. Speaking of attacks, you attack by combining directional button presses or the left thumbstick and one of the 2 attack buttons. This works generally fine, with one exception. The forward strong attack always has a dash to it, which wouldn't be much of a problem in itself if it wasn't for the level structure. Most of the levels have pits all over them, so there's a good chance that you'll dash off the ledge if you use the strong forward attack, which just so happens to be the most useful one. On boss fights it's the absolute worst because it makes them more difficult than they actually are. Let's get to the level design. Well, it's pretty samey. They all usually follow the same pattern. Platforming, avoid or fight enemies until a section comes along that won't let you progress until you've actually defeated X number of enemies, then more platforming, an occasionally poorly designed minigame, and eventually a boss fight. Sometimes there will be assist crates that can be used, which then spawn a Cartoon Network character that either drops weapons or healing items, damages the opponent, or damages you as well as the enemies. Now, you may be wondering what type of game this is. As far as the footage, it'll probably only give some sort of PlayStation All-Star Battle Royale vibe. Well, it tries to be so many things that it fits nowhere really. There's platforming, there's arcade shooter stuff, there's riding a horse for fuck knows what reason, there's brawling, and in the end, all those things combined into is a shit game.